Today's episode powered by Hayabusa. It's about 3 things the keyboard warriors always like to criticize about my technique. All right, in today's episode, we're talking about 3 different things the keyboard warriors like to pick on my technique in my video. So let's get into the first one. And the first one is not pivoting on my kicks. And it drives me nuts when people don't understand. There's not one way to throw any strike. There's variations, there's different angles, there's different step-offs, there's different distances you're gonna throw different strikes. So it drives me nuts when I see this. The biggest critique is, yes, I'm gonna lose power. But if I'm throwing a non-pivoted kick, I'm not necessarily going for power. I'm looking to set things up. And then the biggest example of all is go to criticize Poatan Pereira's calf kicks. They throws them without pivoting. That's why they're fast. That's why they're effective. If he wants to finish the leg, yes, we're going to over pivot, chop down. But lots of times as you get higher level, you can't just commit for the big kick. So you need these little non-pivoted kicks to be able to land. So the first thing you'll notice from here, especially if I'm feinting, right? This back kick here, all I'm doing here is just chopping that leg quickly. You don't even see the kick coming, right? Because I'm not pivoting. But now if I have to step and pivot, it's predictable, it's slower. So yes, a lot of times you want to throw your kick without pivoting. Even sometimes to the body, right? If I'm here on the body kick, right? Sometimes I don't want to kick on a round angle. If I kick round, then I have to pivot. But there's elbows in the way, so a lot of times I like to throw the kick on the 45. So on the 45 kick, boom, look, I don't even need to pivot. It's fast, it's quick, and I get to attack again. So the main reason why I don't pivot on all of my kicks, it's one, faster kicks, less telegraphed, easier to land. And for me, right, I want to stay as narrow as possible. So if I have to open up and kick, I'm opening myself to be countered, where I could stay here and at least stay defensive. Also, I like to punch before and after I kick. So if I pivot really long, right? If I'm punching quick and then I throw the round kick, right? And I pivot, whoo! It's slower for me to come back, and it's slower for me to get my hands going. But if I throw that quick 45 here, boom, shot, boom, yeah, bang, 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 boom, boom, I'm right into the fight again, and I can keep attacking. So I'm more defensive. I can box before and after a lot quicker, and I can land a little bit better with all those many reasons. So yes, if you're going to power kick, yes, you need to pivot. But you don't always have to pivot, and you'll see some of the best in the world not use the pivot because of those reasons I told you. So keyboard warriors, you can scratch out that first one. We've talked about it. Number 2, okay? And this one gets a lot, even from the higher level guys. The arm swing when I kick, okay? Yes, sometimes you'll see me swing my arm. Sometimes I even throw body kicks with my hands connected to my head, which a lot of people are going to say wrong. I'm going to break it down for you. So yes, if I'm long and I know my distance management and I know my opponent's going to shell up or block, I'm going to whip this arm because it's going to counterbalance my rotation. And I can generate a little bit more power. And I can still use this hand to defend. So sometimes I kick, you see that arm come out. Yes, if I'm throwing a technical round kick, yeah, I want to throw this arm out to counterbalance, to get good power, to get good snap, to get my hip involved, right? I'm really driving through, okay? But the critique I get from those warriors, it's you got to swing your arm or it's incorrect. But if I'm in mid-range and I want to kick the body, right? Say I'm fighting Darrell from here. Look, I'm in punch range. Now, if I have to come in here and swing my arm and Darrell comes on top, I'm going to get countered. What do you think they're doing? They're trying to counter you. So I might stay here sometimes and keep this hand pinned. Boom, bam, 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 hand, boom, bang. See, I'm staying defensive as I kick. Now, if I swing this arm, I come back down and then I load. Look what happens when I keep it here. Shot, boom, shot, boom. I can throw that so much faster, and I'm keeping my head protected. So yes, would I prefer to swing the arm in the range that I am, and I'm single kicking? Yes, I'm going to swing that arm, I'm going to pivot. But if I'm blasting combinations, I'm tight in this range, I'm not going to let this arm go disconnected from my head, because most likely they're pressuring me, maybe countering me. I need to be aware of my defense while I'm striking. Okay? So that's number 2. Now the third one that comes up a lot is with my combos and those pad works you see on Instagram. Okay, so the problem is with them, they're like, oh, where's your defense during the combination? Well, of course, right? If I'm fighting someone who's very good at countering and it's a strategic fight, I'm not going to be punching with my hands here. It'll be more single strikes, head movement, footwork, distance management. That's everything, right? Distance management is the most important thing. But when I'm going for speed, if anybody's going for speed, it's impossible to speed and rotate your body fast enough with each hand coming back to your head. You have to slow down the combination. And I always say, if I'm blasting full power, full speed, with full confidence in my combination, I dare you to try to counter me, because the moment you try to counter me, you're going to open your hands away from your head and I'm going to be able to blast you out. So it's almost that, like, if I'm committing, you're going to have to counter back. So I tell my fighters a lot of time, if you're going to commit to a combination, you got to commit. If you hesitate a little bit, that's where your opponent can catch you. But if you blast full power, full speed, it'll be very difficult for someone to counter you. So an example I use, look, if I go slow, right, technical, I can keep my hands up the entire time. I'll give you a longer form combination. Set jab, a round kick, right, hook cross, hands up nice and tight. Good. Tight, technical, good, I can do that, but it's not a lot of times. You don't want to do this. You want to blast out. You want to be entertaining. You want to show good technique, right, as fast as you can. But with fast technique, fast combinations, your technique breaks down a little bit. That's the give and take. So if I go a little bit faster, yes, my hands are moving all the place because we're going for speed rather than good technique and solid power, okay? So with pad work, it changes. Sometimes you go for power, sometimes you go for singles, punch to kick, kick to punch. That's the beautiful things about pads. You can change the type of intensity. Speed versus power, right? Singles versus combinations. You get what I mean, right? So keyboard warriors, I no longer want to see you critiquing my technique without a proper explanation, because now you know why I do those three things. All right? Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Make sure you like and subscribe to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. And make sure you support the channel by supporting our sponsors. First, Hayabusa, by going to Hayabusa Fight, linked in the description below. Perfect Sports Nutrition, using code Bazooka20, gets you 20% off. Last but not least, bazookatraining.com, online curriculum taught by me. Brand new videos every single week, and you get around 3 of them. You get home videos, bag workouts, sparring drills. We have pad work there, and tutorials for you to learn if you're brand new to the channel. Best part of it is less than $10 a month, so you have your main gym, you learn a concept, come home, watch what I have to say on it, mix your coach's knowledge, and you become a master of martial arts. We'll see you next time here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. Bang.
Welcome to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA online training. I'm Bazooka Joe Valtellini, the owner here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. Over the past year, I've designed and created a website to teach Bazooka curriculum at home and across the world. The purpose of this website is for you to, 1, hit your fitness and health goals, all while learning world-class martial arts instruction from me. The beautiful thing about this website, it's geared for all levels. So if you're learning martial arts for the first time as a beginner, we help you progress into the bigger stages. And if you're a pro fighter, guess what? We have different fight concepts for you to improve your tool set and your skills in the ring or cage. As the fastest rising kickboxing world champion and a lifelong martial artist with over 30 years of experience, I've been able to combine my passion for martial arts and teaching to create this website. This website's going to give you some of the tricks, secrets, and inside look at some of the training I use to win my world title. Once you subscribe to this site, you're going to be getting weekly training videos and tutorials that you can do from anywhere. The sections are broken up into 3 parts. The first is bag workout. So if you have a bag at home or at your gym, you can use these workouts to supplement your training. The second is at-home workouts. A lot of us don't have the room for a bag or a bag in general, so these workouts are for no equipment needed and you can do them anywhere. And finally, the tutorial section. If you're having any problems with a specific technique or fight concept that's covered in any of the workouts, go to the tutorial section, learn the technique, and then go back to the workout, and this time, do it with proper technique. One of the added benefits once you subscribe is the forums section, where you can get a more personalized experience where you can ask questions and I'll be able to go in there and answer them. It's all about building a team and a community of martial artists helping each other grow. So subscribe now to get access to all the videos plus more so you can be part of the squad here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA.